Hi guys, welcome to another Barb Stamps video. I am so excited to show you how I made this cute little meerkat card today. So hang out, we're going to get the supplies for that. But first I wanted to talk a little bit about Sale-a-bration. Sale-a-bration is a 3-month-long sale with Stampin' Up! Where you can get free items for your purchases from me. You have a choice right now of 12 different items that you can choose from. Some are level 1s, which is noted by the purple circle here that says free with a $50 purchase. Some are level 2s, which will say noted with the red circle that's with a $100 purchase. And so there are mostly level 1s throughout this amazing catalog, but there are a few level 2s to increase your purchases. We have a couple packages of designer series paper. We have a fun card kit. We have a little embellishment kit that I'm going to be using on my card right now. And we have a bunch of really cute stamp sets. Additionally, when you join my team during Sale-a-bration, you get $125 worth of merchandise of your choice. And as a bonus for doing it during Sale-a-bration, you're going to get this 6x6 designer series paper pack sampler. It's got samples of papers from our occasions and Sale-a-bration catalogs. So many fun papers in there. You also get this amazing little handy mini trimmer, which is so cute. It's the perfect little guillotine trimmer to keep on your desk. It's a very small footprint. It doesn't take up much space at all. You also can choose a stamp set of your choice, not Sale-a-bration or Hostess, from either of our current catalogs. So you could choose any stamp set out of the Occasions catalog or our big annual catalog for free. So keep that in mind. Please give my video a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. Subscribe down here in the corner and then click the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos. So let me get the supplies for this cute little card and we will get started. All right, here's the supplies we're going to need to make the card. I've got an 8.5 by 5.5 piece of Calypso coral that I am going to fold in half as my card base. I have a scrap of white, and I'm going to use one of our new punches. This one is called the Label Me Lovely punch. It's shown on page 41 of our Occasions catalog, and it was designed to be paired with the Layered with Kindness stamp set, but of course you can use it for anything, and so that's what I'm going to be doing with it today, using it for something other than that stamp set. So I am just going to crop out one of those from my scrap of white. I also have a little bit of the twine here. This is one of your Sale-a-bration choices. It is the Metallic Baker's Twine and Sequins Combo Pack, and so I've already cut myself off a little chunk of the twine. I have a scrap of Bermuda Bay, and I am going to cut this on my new little trimmer. Isn't this the most adorable thing you guys have ever seen? It's about as big as my hand. It's the perfect size to have on your desk for doing small trimming jobs. And so I need to cut this to like 1 by 4 1/4. So I'm going to actually make it a little longer than 4 1/4 just because I'm going to run it through my die cutting machine. And sometimes when you run things through a die cutting machine, they get a little bit smaller because I'm going to emboss it. So isn't this adorable? And you can get this by joining my team of demonstrators during Sale-a-bration, which runs through March 31st. You sign up, you get $125 worth of product, anything you want out of our catalogs. You only pay $99 for that stuff. You don't even pay any shipping on it. So there's another 10% savings. You also get this adorable little trimmer. You get this designer series paper sampler pack. There are patterns from our Occasions catalog, papers. There's the gorgeous poppies, some of our Sale-a-bration papers here, the tropical papers, the man papers in the golf set, oh, the adorable birthday buddies, and then the best dressed. So you get a nice sampling of designer series paper, the trimmer, and then any stamp set you want out of any of our catalogs, not Sale-a-bration and not Host sets. So you get, I mean, that could be about, I don't even know, $200 worth of stuff that you're getting for $100. So check that out at my blog, barbstamps.com. I have my join tab up at the top. If you've got any questions, please let me know. All right, so I'm going to take this piece over to my die cutting machine, and I'm going to be using the Absolutely Argyle embossing folder out of our Occasions catalog. This is paired with the Country Club golfing set that we have in there, but I'm going to use it for this card. And you notice that I do have a little blue star on this. This is one of our new style folders. since we changed manufacturers of our dies. And so that tells me that I need to use my blue embossing plate with that in my machine. I have a Big Shot, and then I'm going to use my platform. That is a platform that I purchased back when Stampin' Up! Did sell them. So I'm going to run this piece through my folder, and I'll be right back. All right, here we go. This is what we have, this fun pattern here. And that is going to go right along the bottom of the card. So I'm going to actually bring in some liquid glue to glue that down. Well, let's see, what side do I want up? I think I'm going to have this side with the glue. And when I emboss things, I like to use liquid glue to adhere them to my projects because I just feel like it sticks a lot better. Now to make sure this is even, I'm going to use my grid paper. So I'm going to line the bottom of my card up with the grid with the line, and then the sides up with the line. And then I'm just going to kind of eyeball that I want it about an inch above from the bottom. And so I'm just going to line it up on those couple of grid lines. So I've got this grid line here, lining those up, pressing that into place. It is a tad bit longer than my card base, no problem. I'm just going to grab a pair of snips here and snip off the excess. Okay. And there we have it. Okay, so our next thing is going to be to stamp our little label here. And I've got the Gang's All Meer stamp set that I'm going to use, and I'm going to use this fun little guy all by himself, along with the happy birthday sentiment and a little birthday hat. So I need my scrap. I'm going to do my little birthday hat in Bermuda Bay. So I'm just going to ink that up. I'm going to end up fussy cutting this with some scissors, so I'm just going to put it right there in the little scrap area. Then I'm going to use my memento because I'm going to be coloring him with some Stampin' blends. And we're just going to put him right over here on the side, about like so. And I'm going to take my sentiment. I'm going to also ink that up in the memento, and I'm going to put it right here next to him. Just make sure it's got the happy birthday at the top. I don't like to use the stickers. I'm lazy, and I find that to just be a time-consuming process that I don't want to do. Okay, so let me get my inks and stamps out of the way here. I'm going to let this dry a little bit before I start to color with my blends. And so while I'm letting that dry, oops, I need some better scissors. I have, like, you know, my paper snips for everyday cutting, and then I have my paper snips for precise cutting. And that's kind of what I'm looking for right here, is a little bit of precise cutting. Okay, and I can't decide if I want to try to do something with the tassel here, but we're going to just go ahead and cut around it just in case I decide that I don't want to try to do something else. I'm not even sure what I would do. Okay, and we're going to just come up here, take a little snip there, a little snip there. Whoops. And then we have our little hat. All right, I'm going to put that right here, and hopefully I don't end up losing it. Okay, so then I'm going to color him in, excuse me. I'm going to use some Stampin' blends, and I've got my light crumb cake marker here, and I'm just going to like add a little bit of shadowing around his feet, so it doesn't just look like he's standing in the air. Okay, and then I'm also going to like add a little bit of detail to some of these little spots on him. Oh gosh, he's just so cute. Maybe his little hair up here at the top. Oh, I guess I don't need to do that because I'm going to have a hat on him. Okay, I had my dark one, but I don't think I'm going to use it. So now I'm going to color my sentiment here. Super simple. I am just going to take my dark So Saffron marker, go over the happy birthday. I've got my light Bermuda Bay, and we'll just go over the 2A. And then my light Calypso Coral, and we're going to go over the Stand-Up Friend. So that's a really easy way to add a little bit of color to your project. Just highlight your sentiments. Okay, so this is going to go right here. And back to our little piece of twine. So I've got this little piece of twine here. And oops, I somehow got a knot in it. We don't like that. I'm going to take my twine. I'm going to bring my little tag in here. And I am going to start by adding a tiny bit of tape to the end. And then I'm just going to loop it back and forth across here. Kind of pinching it with my thumb in the center. Okay, and then we're going to Come back here and we're going to add a little more tape. Pull that one up just a tad so we've got our little loops here. And then we have some loops coming down here, and actually these are like too close to the same size, so I'm just going to take one of them and bring it up just a tad. And then you can see I can just add a little bit of tape there to keep that in place. So there I have my fun little loops. I'm going to bring in some dimensionals here, and these are the tiny ones because that just happens to be what I've got on my desk right now. So I'll just add some mini dimensionals. Get the backings off. Okay. And we're just going to add this to the card. Now these little sides are about 1 inch. So if you line those up with your embossed layer, they'll turn out pretty good for you. Okay. And then I thought the last thing I might do would be to add a few of these fun little sequins, because they are the same colors as the colors I've chosen for my card. So I thought I could just bring some liquid glue in here. Maybe add a couple of dots of glue, get my take your pick tool, and let's just see what we want to do here. Maybe, oh, maybe a yellow one right there. Go with a Calypso coral one. Oops, that one's broken. Right down here. And then maybe a Bermuda Bay at the top. Oh, they're having a little bit of static cling going on here, which is getting in my way. Okay. Oops, I touched it with my, shouldn't have touched it with my finger. Okay, so I'm going to let that glue dry, put the lid back on here, and I'm going to grab a centerpiece. Alright, so here's a layer for the inside of the card, and I thought we would go ahead and stamp. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put his hat on. I had a feeling that might happen to me because I sometimes, I don't know. Oh, you know what? Maybe we could use a tiny dimensional right on the back of the hat. Can we get that on there? Yeah, I think we can. Sometimes if I feel like my dimensionals are going to show, I'll just bring in some scissors and just trim off the edges of them. And that way they won't show. Alright, so let's put this little birthday hat on him. Oh my gosh, he is so cute. Okay, so for the inside, I just thought we'd add one of our little friends here down at the bottom. And that'll just be our inside piece. Go ahead and grab some glue. Get that added to the inside. And there we have it. It is done. So thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel down there, and after you do so, click the notification bell and choose all so you'll be notified when my videos go live. And remember that for every $50 you spend with me in my store, you can choose something fabulous out of this brochure. And don't forget about my online class with the Painted Puppy Suite. So thanks so much, you guys. Have a great day.